Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back to see whether Frank Mooterwood and his Valdari can hold on to their power base in Stellaris. First major intergalactic conflict has come out here, and you know what? I'm sorry, Mooterwood, but you're on your own in this one, pal. You made your play to turn the Peterian Empire into your own personal little workhorse there, but I saw through that shit like Heimdall through the Rainbow Bridge. You're not fooling me, Mooterwood. You don't fool me. You will not ride me to victory like Secretariat at the Preakness Stakes. It's just not gonna happen. Well, I suppose you can't really fault me for trying, Pete. Kudos to you, though, for your cleverness. I wish you and yours nothing but the best. You know, until I destroy these pathetic fools here in the bright Concord with the temerity to stand up to me, Frank Mooterwood. And once that is done, Pete, well, then you would do well, my friend, to recall that Frank Mooterwood has a long memory. And when this Federation of Folly has been dealt with, I'll remember, Pete, that it was you who refused me. And no one, but no one, says no to Frank Underwood. Or Mooterwood, in this case, as the case may be. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm not terrified by your threats, Mooterwood. I'm your Will Conway, Frank. I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna give you the fight of your life. Yes, well, I do seem to recall that particular engagement not turning out that well for young William, if you'll recall. Jeez, okay, fine. All right, no more talking to Frank Mooterwood then. The guy is spoiler rich. Come on, Mooterwood, man. Some people may not be through season 5 yet. You can't just be dropping bombs like that, dog. Also, why did our energy credits suddenly skyrocket? We went from like +3 to 17 in that short of a span of time. We didn't really do much. Well, since Frank Mooterwood is engaged in a fight with all of the members of the Bright Concord, which I think is like 4 different empires here, we're going to take an opportunity to maybe go for the glorious Zaplo Imperium. And repairs are completed. Out of distraction has been fully repaired. Fantastic. There's another thing we're going to do here. Go ahead and research that, Woo. I actually, off camera, did some quick upgrades to the old fleet ships here, and we're going to have to upgrade the entire armada, but as you can see, 1,322.33 is what it's going to cost us to complete that upgrade. And I want it done if we are going to go engage in warfare with the glorious Zaplo Imperium. We're going to need that upgrade. We do have them, I think, pretty badly outgunned, but I don't want this to even be a contest. I don't want there to be a chance that they have any hope of staying in this fight. None whatsoever. I want this to be a one-sided, just like a one-sided gut stomping. That's what I want. 360 to build research stations. Yeah, but it's a ton of research. Well, there goes all the minerals that I had stockpiled. Okay, so... excuse me? Who's evading a hostile fleet? Oh, they're Lambda Menace aliens. Hey, that's a research opportunity. Speaking of which, don't we have some situation log stuff that I've been just thoroughly ignoring? Investigate Ofang. Influence for a special project. You know, somebody should probably get onto that. Oh, we have to actually do research on this? Yeah, who cares? It's 60 society research. It's not even 1 month full of research. We can afford that level of delay. Lambda Menace. Aliens over here, okay. Ocean world, tropical world, Arctic world. What a great system this would be to have under our belt, though. Shame it's already in District 13. District 13, you guys should probably, you know, maybe be colonizing that shit. Do we roll out the fleet for this? I think the answer is yes. It'll be nothing. If nothing else, it'll be a good opportunity for them to get a little bit of a shakedown. So let's roll them out here. We'll give them one last go, one last hurrah before we mothball and upgrade them while we stockpile the minerals we're going to need to do so. The rest of it, it's basically just, we're on maintenance mode, monitoring mode. We're just waiting. And suddenly we're back down to 2 minerals. It must be because, okay. So when our fleet is idle versus unidle, that's as soon as we told not a distraction to move out, our injury credit total just plummeted. Which is fine, really. I mean, that's to be expected. We do need to start stockpiling some energy in addition to minerals, however. After successfully translating their language, you've established communications with the independent space station of the Artisan Troop. What do you guys do? You're horrible, for one thing. What the shit? It looks like Audrey, too, finally graduated from living in a little shop of horrors and moved out and got her own place. Headmaster Stalk of Lavender. Sure. I mean, you're not lavender. You're really more of a green color with, like, some yellow rocks embedded in your skin. But hey, you call yourself whatever you like. A visitor. This is a joyous occasion indeed. Oh, forgive my manners, and also the giant, horrible Venus flytrap-looking thing that I call a head. I believe introductions are in order. We are the Artisan Troupe. Our members have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of art, music, culture, and all other things, which makes existence bearable to a sentient being. Please, if you'd like to share in the wonder of our creations, do not hesitate to contact us. Intriguing. What are you capable of, Artisan Troupe? Artisan Troupe. Let's communicate. Greetings, Juman 1. I, Stalk of Lavender, headmaster of the Artisan Troupe, agree you. What can we do for you, but for perhaps a lot of work of art for you to enjoy, or maybe you wish to sponsor our enclave in its creation of otherworldly beauty? You want to commission an art piece. 1,000 minerals, 25 influence. It gives us 10 and gain access to the art monument with the following planet effects. It gives us 10 happiness and encourages migration. Interesting. We can't afford that, though. I wasn't done. We wish to become your patron. Tell us more about your troupe, actually. Organize festivals across our world. Okay, so these are probably just things that make our citizens, like, overall, they just increase happiness. Oh, wait a minute. What have I just done? We wish to become your patron. That would be very helpful, allowing us to try new ideas and take more risks in a creation process. We have a 10-year program with a one-time upfront cost. 4,000 energy credits. It gives us huge boost to monthly unity. Big opinion with them. Yeah, okay, no deal, because we can't afford it. I'm sorry, we're too poor to be sponsoring an artist. I'm not in a position to pull that off. I wish I were, but I can't. I can't afford it. I'm sorry, it's too expensive, sir. I love art. I want to see about injecting more beauty into my galaxy, but in this case, that injection is more expensive than freaking Botox. Is Botox expensive, Pete? I really have no idea. It just seemed like a thing to say, and it's also something people periodically inject in themselves. Construction complete. A lot of construction getting finished. Let's surface construction. Completed surface construction queue. Okay, I got some research rolling out here. Ah, mass drivers, right. That was the one we researched just to knock out of the way, because advanced railguns, yeah. What is Aurelium ore, however? Gives us bonus to explosive weapon damage, which we are using. United minor crystal energy weapon damage, which also we are using, but we can also get energy engineering facility too, which is useful because, yeah. Bonus research. This would make us research faster. How long does this take? 66 months. Holy shit pickles, that's 5 years. 52 months for this one, which, you know what? That's a pretty healthy length of time too. Engineering facility 2 helps us get to where we want to be faster, but you know what? When it comes to the technologically superior status of these aliens, I'm curious whether it's in combat, because the Peterian Empire does have a decided tendency to favor military technologies over non-military technologies. So while it may say that they are technologically superior to us, I have to wonder, is that technological superiority with regard to our combat capabilities? Or is that technological superiority, it's just that they've researched more not combat-oriented techs than we have? I'm genuinely curious. I like to think that we pride ourselves here in the Peterian Empire. Well, I don't think that we pride ourselves. We definitely pride ourselves on being the most effective combat force we can possibly be. Construction ship, why don't you come over here and build a research station? 4 research for 1 station is a pretty good trade. But once again, we're back in a significant energy issue here. So you guys got fully upgraded. Earth is firing at the top of its game. There's really nothing more we can do to Earth. It's as good as it's ever gonna get. What about Petersburg? Very similarly, it's kind of in the same boat. It's about as good as it's gonna get. We are ultimately gonna get some small additional amount of energy production out of that. We may take one of these slaves and bump them up into not being a slave, although this population is almost grown and will not have the penalty for former slavery. You know what? Let's let nature take its course on that one. St. Peter's, I am gonna upgrade any of the science building upgrades I can get. I'm gonna throw money at those problems. I want more science. It's our biggest limiting factor. We also really need this tile cleared so that we have a place to grow a pop when this guy is done. Everything else on this planet looks pretty respectable, except for you, sir. You do not appear to be respectable. You appear to be one of those worthless democratic rights chump stains that keeps popping up all over, and I keep slapping in irons. Yeah, you were enslaved. I let you loose out of slavery, and what do? You freaking Alright, we'll go back to being a slave then. This guy's gonna have the was enslaved bonus, but you know what he doesn't have? The unhappy populace bonus, so congratulations. I hate doing that to my people, man. I just stop supporting those democratic bastards. They're costing me 1 influence a month to get suppressed, and this shit is not going away. They just keep gaining members. They have 6 populations. There are 6 that could potentially join it. We're paying influence every month to suppress this, but it just won't go away. We're continually suppressing them. I don't want to have to make all of those people slaves. If we stop suppressing, I'm doing it. I'm keeping them suppressed because the Banner of Triumph absolutely loves us. The Banner of Triumph embraced the. Plus 20% happiness to everybody in that faction, huh? What is the Banner of Triumph? What are they? They're like us if we kill the Leviathan. Imperial hegemony, which we have. Border expansion, subjugation, aggressive diplomacy. I mean, all of the things they like, we like. But what about the Imperial suppression? I mean, this is our Banner support. They have more support. Imperial Majesty, no immigration, giant massacre, pitting any of the gargantuan Leviathan Xenos out of their misery will please the Peterian Embassy for supremacy block for a time. We're doing everything these guys want. Now, we can't embrace another faction. I'm sorry. We can't stop suppressing the Democratic Rights Center either, which is also... It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're pulling down 170... We got an idle science ship? Why? You should never be idle, HIMSS Torch. You should be out here doing serious system surveys. Sanchez is out here surveying. Meekly Goes is out here. I wouldn't say they're surveying, but they're bouncing around. I mean, it's sort of a survey issue. Alien vessels over here, huh? Well, we're on our way to go suppress that. So, Torch, let's have you fly over here, then fly over here. And we'll all just forget that you nearly destroyed Captain America's career, Torch. Don't think I forgot. Distraction is flying in to fight some aliens. Yes, we're losing energy credits. That's going to happen. We got the fleet out. Of course it's going to happen. We're going to lose energy credits. Those are things that are going to occur.
Construction complete.
Yeah, but we can't afford to build much of anything else here, guys, because we're saving up. Unless you can get us more energy somehow. I don't know if we're going to have you build anything. You could come down here and make more energy in this district, which I suppose could be potentially helpful. Speaking of which, we haven't looked at our sectors in a while. Let's make sure all of them still have power and money. District 9 is actually losing power. 2 a month. The other districts, they're getting it done. They're keeping themselves afloat. They're doing their job effectively. District 9 needs a little help, so they're down 2 energy credits a month. You know what? Here, we'll come here. I'm gonna build you some energy stations. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, Goibnu, come down here and build a mining station there. When you're done with that, come over here and build a mining station here. And then when you're done with that, I suppose come over here and I will spend my precious minerals to get you out of the hole because that's the kind of giving man that I am. Remember that. The Perfidious Emperor Pete up here, I'm like the giving tree, man. I give until it hurts.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to last a very long time and that they'll be immediately obliterated by our destroyer hive. We got a big old wad of destroyers here. I'm curious if any of these missiles even make it to the target or if the kinetics take them out before they even find a home. Yeah, most of these missiles are never even making it to a target. They are vulnerable to point defense lasers, I suppose. It could be the PDS systems that are taking these things down. I honestly think they're just dying to kinetic damage before the missiles can even hit them. Somebody's going to have to research those debris. We do want them. We didn't even lose a ship. Yeah, so our missiles, explosive weapon, we did 50. We just got to get rid of those. The missiles are just, they're terrible. We could so vastly, you know what? Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, so we still have some missiles on both the Clam Crusher class. You know what? Those are gone. Get rid of those. Instead of antimatter missiles, or give me just more railguns. The other thing too, railguns, they even take less power. So not only are we getting more combat effective, they also just, they're objectively better. I don't understand why they would have one or several classes of weapon that are just like, not better in certain situations or better in particular designs, things like that. I mean, they're just objectively better. Kinetics are objectively better all the time. It's not, there's a scenario where they're better. It's just, they're always better. At all times, they are better. Can we put afterburners on here now? Nope, they still take too much power. All right, well, no afterburners, but still, I mean, you're objectively better. We're just going full kinetics. To hell with it. They're so much better than missiles. That's it. I'm abandoning it. I've learned my lesson. I thought maybe we could do a combination thing where we'd get some missiles, some kinetics, but it's a terribly unworthwhile, unsatisfying endeavor. We're switching them over. We got to refit the fleet anyway. And since we have to do that, now is the perfect time. I say just switch them over to kinetics. So why don't you guys head back to Earth? And we're going to get all of you all fully upgraded. I'm curious to see what this does to our overall power rating on the ships. I want to see whether this makes it go up or down when we pull this upgrade. We did change some other things besides kinetics. Most effectively, we almost doubled the shield capacity of all our destroyers. So I'm pretty sure it's going to go up, and it's going to go up by a pretty wide margin. But you saw the disparity between the missiles and the kinetics in that engagement right there where we just won. The kinetics did everything. The missiles, like the goggles from The Simpsons, the missiles do nothing. They're not doing shit. I'm not even sure why I'm looking at Earth. Earth is good. They're fully sorted. Positive energy contributions. Things are looking well-ish. Who are you? The Zaplo Imperium is out here.
Research complete.
Specifically, the Zaplo Imperium is out here in a place where we need to be building a frontier outpost. We need a construction ship. I appreciate the research being done, too. That's beautiful. What do you do? An extra 5% habitability across all of our planets would not suck. What's a heritage site? Oh, well, we're taking that. We need the Unity building. Our Unity is in a toilet. Science Sanchez, you're the one who came out. Okay, you did the work out here. Meekly Goes is out there as well. Sanchez, what are your current orders? You don't have any. So, let's have you go survey, and survey. That'll keep you busy for the next little while. Hey, I need a construction ship, guys, though, because I got to get a frontier outpost built. Possibly 2. In all likelihood, 2. So, somebody. That was surface-based construction, though. It's not what I need. Getting close to enough minerals to upgrade. There's my construction ship. Okay, construction ship. Come out here to Synodies and build a frontier outpost. There goes 35 of my influence and 200 of my minerals, and it's going to overall reduce the amount of influence we're taking each month. And you know what? Since we're doing things here, if our plan is to go to war with the... I don't even remember what you're called. Unimportant guys. Are you the Othello Interplanetary? No, that's not you. What are you guys called again? The Glorious Zaplo Imperium, right? You got too many damn handles on your name. Just can't we call you Bob or something simpler? Do they have us rivaled? Oh, they have us. Well, you're going to rival me? You going to rival me? I'm closing the borders. Why would our ship's presence be a problem to you? Because you're another freaking space roach. That's why I'd like to point out this galaxy's infestation problems continue unabated. Space roaches. Then up here, more space roaches. Then every single species we counter, with the exception of the Valdari and Frank Muterwood, they're all space roaches, man. There's a real pest problem in the Empire. Are you the construction ship that was supposed to be coming out here to build this frontier outpost? No. You're just an idle construction ship. Well, what can you do that's useful? Stebnar. Not claimed by any known empire. How did we... I was going to say, how did we pulled in that, but we just surveyed it. We could go pick up 2 minerals in Regulus. Not that useful. Logum? We could get 6 society research. Yeah, that's 6 society research then for 90 minerals is, in fact, almost a coup. We definitely want to pick that up. And now we're just waiting for, again, the ships to return home, but also for our mineral situation to stabilize. Stevedore completed the construction of... Okay, Stevedore. Let's get you... What to have you do, though? Teldar crystals are good. Do we have a source of those anywhere else already, though? We have Teldar crystals in the Smirma system, and it looks like we're totally harvesting all of those. Yeah. The Smegma system is already providing us with those rare resources. So then, what do we want to have you do, Stevedore? I don't want to have you idle. You need a job of some variety. Maybe pick us up some more. Yeah, pick us up some more research, Stevedore. Come over here and build 2 research stations for... Yeah, it's respectable. That's a reasonable investment. That's another month of ship upgrade delay, though. I can't help it. When I get money, I want to spend it. I'm being a fiscally irresponsible emperor. That's what I'm doing. You know what, Pete? Knock it off. Stop being a fiscally irresponsible emperor. Do your damn job properly. Rivalry ended. The Othelio interplanetary nation has ended their rival with the Valdari Star Empire. They may be on a path towards reconciliation. The Othelthi, weren't they? Are you guys in?
System survey complete.
Yeah, hold on a second. Complete. Was the Othethi, weren't they in the Bright Accord? They were. They're still a member. But they're no longer rivaling the Valdari. Does that mean the Valdari kicked the shit out of them? I bet that means the Valdari kicked the shit out of them. The Balta system has been fully surveyed. Yeah, whatever. Peterson City completed its surface construction. Wu is idle. You're never idle, Wu. You may never be idle. How old are you now, Wu? 95. Good God, this woman. She's seen the entirety of the Peterian Empire. From its birth to its current status, from a fledgling single planet to a just massive, frankly, blob of an empire, she's seen it all. She's watched this balloon. Speaking of ballooning, I really wish there were some habitable systems up here where we could maybe shore up this border a little bit. I suppose we could come out here, build a wormhole station in, say, like, Yagin. Let's put that on the menu. Let's get a wormhole station up here, because the Obraxi, they haven't really expanded much, though. They've been fairly stagnant in the last little while. Maybe they're in a war with somebody? Are they in a war? Maybe they're working with the Karabnar? Let's hope so. They can keep that fallen civilization off our ass. Not a distraction. Are you ready to upgrade? You are, and we can afford it. Something to keep in mind for the future. Some species thrive in harsh environments, such as a chilly biosphere. Yuravlas 2A, science officer Lubia Syayanovich, has taken a special interest in one of the types of creature that skitter across the planet's face, and is of her belief that they may achieve sentient with just a push in the right direction. Something to keep in mind for the future, if we ever get into the whole let's uplift somebody thing. We're going to get not a distraction. Let's go ahead and get them fully repaired. I can't imagine they took much damage. Did they take any damage? They don't look to be damaged at all. 99.9% combat effective. And fully repaired. Now upgrade them.
System survey complete.
How long is this going to take? It's going to take a while. That's a lot of ships to get upgraded, but our energy capacity now, we've got it rallied around. That's beautiful. It did bankrupt us for minerals, but we weren't using them for anything else anyway. Next construction ship that becomes free, we're going to drop up here. I think we go to Iagan. We're going to build a wormhole generator up there. And just continue exploring. We are definitely going to declare on these guys. That's it. And Pete, you're saying, Pete, you know, you're complaining about the fact that your research costs keep going up and up and up, and your research keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The more population you have, the more planets that you control, the bigger that penalty gets. And you're not wrong, but the thing is, we're not going to actually conquer these guys or even integrate them. What are we going to do? We're just going to have them be a vassal empire for us, a little bit like the like we did to these guys over here, the other race of space roaches. Ultimately, we may integrate them and bring them into the fold, but I kind of am in a why bother sort of situation. Ultimately, yeah, we're going to purge them. Don't think I've forgotten about the purging. Oh no, I haven't forgotten about the purging. The purging will happen. Peterians, I would really rather have a basic science lab over here, and I would rather have you doing science. We've got more food than we can even possibly humanly eat right now, because we're processing so many alien species into food. What do we want to do with this planet? Well, one, we got to clear a tile blocker, because these guys are not going to have room for expansion if we don't. Let's bust it on a science tile if we're going to do that. Toxic kelp's getting cleared. Wait, I can't clear it? Oh, already a construction project queued for that tile. Oh, well. Hoity-toity, I guess St. Peter's is ahead of the game. Ooh. Are any of these buildings being unused? Because if they are, we should deactivate them. You're deactivated. You're deactivated. You're deactivated. The answer is no. You're a member of that shitbox faction, aren't you? Yeah. Who wants to be a slavionaire? I think you do. Congratulations, you're a slavionaire. We could upgrade all these mining facilities. The output on this planet is so poor, though. I'm not sure it's worth bothering upgrading. How much does it cost? Oh, these are farms. You're a farm. Primitive factory. All right, well, primitive fact... Why am I upgrading a tile? Nobody is working. I'm the dumbest man who has ever lived. Primitive factory. Okay, that one I will upgrade. You're a primitive factory as well, I'm going to assume. We'll upgrade the primitive factories to actual mining networks. And also, if this is... what is this? Primitive farms. I don't care about food, but I did accidentally upgrade this one. So let's do, first off, yeah, you're already deactivated. I want to have any of these idle buildings that we're not using because of Purge populace decline. I want to make sure they are inactive, so I'm not paying energy maintenance on them. I've been wasting a lot of energy paying maintenance on buildings we're not actively using. You guys can't grow? Clear tile blocker. Chicago, you guys got plenty of room for growth. Upgrade your energy capacity. Upgrade your energy capacity. Is there anywhere else? Upgrade your science facility. Yes. What do we want to build? Where are we behind? Still biolab. All right. I don't really care about... I mean, you're bringing in energy. Do you have an autocathonon monument? That's what your population is working on. You're building that. You don't need to expand. We don't need to spend any money here. Chicago is good for now. Does this planet have an energy grid? What kind of building is this? It's a reassembled ship shelter. Well, we definitely want to upgrade that. Yeah, San Chicago should not still be working on a ship shelter. That's our next upgrade. Let's keep San Chicago open just so I don't forget, because we are going to need like 2 months worth of minerals in order to make that happen. We're going to crank up our speed just a titch as well. Beautiful. What did we learn? Energy storage capacity, power plant 3s. Well, it's going to be a slew of upgrades now. What's our next bit? Planetary power grid. Gives us an energy nexus, which is huge. Advanced combat rules is intriguing. Approved assist research. We never actually do assist research. Drone lasers, disruptors, planetary sensor range. I mean, this feels like the right call. We could knock out some of this crap research in like 5 minutes. That takes a year. You know what? Just get that off of the list. So go ahead and it's fine for now. It's only going to take 12 months. We'll get it out of the way. Construction is complete. Well, we've got, yep. Jam. We're going to spend all of our cash here doing upgrades. Man, that upgrade is supremely expensive, though. What's more important? Energy upgrades are right now currently our most possible important upgrade. So we're going to just bounce through our list. Every energy facility that is upgradable is getting upgraded. A month at a time, we're banging out on this empire here. Keep them coming. That's right. Daddy's a big boy. He loves his energy. Give me more energy. Gotta have the more. Yeah, just go ahead and research it. Please tell me it wasn't Wu. Please tell me it wasn't Wu. Shang Wu lives another day. She's so good. So good. The woman is immortal. Shang Wu is still out there getting shit done. God damn it, Wu. You're a freaking madman. I can't believe she's still kicking. You're like, Pete, you're excited about the fact that you got to recruit another scientist. You know what? I don't care about recruiting another scientist. Dime a dozen is what they are. You do new worlds really well. You research anomalies really well. You're just going to live a long time. So you're 48. I mean, you live an extra 25 years, but... I mean, you're going to live an extra 25 years, but you're already 17 into those years. Or rather, 16. You're 16 years into that extra 25, which means we're really only getting an extra 9 years out of you. I wish you were a little younger. I'm tempted to just take the younger guy who has expertise in New Worlds research, even though we're unlikely to be doing New Worlds research. Let's take a look at our other scientists. Very quickly. What are you good at? You're good at military theory. What if we bring you down here? You're good at military theory. You're good at everything just because your research speed is fantastic. You're also, I mean, you just get a flat plus 5%. Avani bot, we're going to shift you. Avani, I want you. Okay. So we're going to move Avani bot. Where you at, bot? There you are. You're going to come down here. Yeah, come down there and do this instead. And then we're going to assign new scientists. Or rather, well, first we got to actually hire her. Here I am assigning I'm a terrible human resources manager. I'm assigning personnel that don't even work for me yet. We'll just get you. New Worlds research, I suppose, is not terrible. What are you good at? You're good at researching anything. New Worlds, you know, let's reassign you too. Let's just, we're mixing things up here in the science team. I feel like we've gotten a little stagnant down here, and it's time to change things up a little bit. Time to change things up. So Tingse, we're going to bring you up here. You are where? There you go. Yeah, I want you coming up here. And then we're going to try and get the person who's good at New Worlds research in a capacity where they might actually be able to perform some New Worlds research and get us an actual bonus. For a minute there, I was about to be heartbroken because I thought Shang Wu bit the farm. That was going to be a blow from which, you know, I'm not sure the Peterian Empire could even recover it. Think about it. She's been around for so long, man. So long. When she goes, there's always been a Shang Wu. I mean, Shang Wu has always been a part of the Empire. She's been out there. The Shang Wu. The Wu has never stopped.
System survey complete.
Excellent. Well, keep doing your thing. Meekly Goes, are you done? Oh, the Meekly Goes is actually finished. Well, you know what, Meekly Goes? Let's bring you back to Soul here. Roll you back up into Earth. Our cloud of ships out here is getting relatively impressive. We're going to bring you up here, have you merge in while those guys get upgraded. We may upgrade you as well if you are upgradable. Those are found ships, so I'm not too worried about their health and safety. Pete, are you saying you're willing to sacrifice that? Yes, that's absolutely what I'm saying. I'll throw them away like trash. I'll chuck them into garbage like an old piece of chewed gum. I just don't give a shit.
Construction complete.
Research station. Okay. Stevedore is idle. Stevedore! What the have you do? Buddy, what can I have you do? I think I'm going to have you bang around some research stations, actually. Go build a research station here. I'm really focused on research. We should be spending all of our money upgrading our... okay. Gladiarium 2. Tenant mastery plants, small plots, lands, where okay, so we could possibly uplift those people as well. I'm not really in the habit of uplifting an alien species and making them potentially sentient. I gotta admit, I would rather they stay tiny and horrible and broken. Biolab 2 is intriguing. We get a bonus for this one, and also we really need to unblock clear. I want all of the tile blocker ones gone, so we're just gonna be doing some tile blocker research. Zamella favors that anyway, so she'll be able to do it a little quicker. Already, our science shuffle down is paying some dividends. Let's get back to upgrading engineering facilities, though. We can upgrade the Autochthonian Monument now. Oh, well, Earth, we got to go do that. Does Earth have an Autochthonian Monument? They do. How much? Okay, we need more minerals. Wow, it's an expensive upgrade. Any day, though. Come on. There it is. Upgrade on the Autochthonian Monument. It is a really expensive upgrade. Are you still building? Or are you idle? You are idle. All right. Find a job for this construction ship. Where are you, factory? Up here. There's really nothing left up here for us to try and take advantage of. We're trying to exploit as much as we can, but nothing up here is exploitable. Also, how come the influence of this planet is really not growing much? Ephraim? We have, I mean, you're San Pietego, right? Shouldn't your influence be expanding a little more aggressively? You son of a bitch. Time to go be a slave. Where's the new population? You know what? You get to grow up not into servitude. Well, never mind. I'm going to put you back. I'll just, here. You can come be not a slave. And you can go welcome to servitude, Jimmy. It really feels like the influence at San Pietego should be growing a little faster than it is. Energy upgrades, though, Pete. This was your focus for like the last 10 minutes, and then you got distracted by a shiny bird. That dog had somebody's ham, and you had to run off to investigate. Another faction. New faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of Peterian Empire, led by Governor Carlos Gonzalez. They call themselves the Peaceful Progress Board. Members lobby for a national focus on financial growth and stability through peaceful means. Well, I already hate them. Peace is not what we're all about. The Peterian Empire is not founded. We were not founded on a platform of peace. Is Regulus in our empire? It is. It's effectively the only thing down here that we are not currently taking advantage of. Can we get this 4 minerals for 1 mining station? If we... yeah, it's fine. Go check that out. That'll give you something to do in the interim. Let's check out this... oh, they hate us, though. Oh, the Peaceful Progress Board replaced the other faction we were suppressing. Oh, good. So we're going to have an entirely different class of people to slap into slavery. Well, okay. So you're immediately suppressed. You're only 28% approval, and I'm sure some of the stuff that we're doing is going to make you very angry. Okay, hold on. Can we achieve what they want? 3,000 stored at all times. That's never going to happen. Control at least 1 strategic resource will please them, so we got that one. Strategic resource control. Controlling 5 makes them even more happy. Keep the peace. Not engaging. Well, that's never going to happen. Traditional prosperity. Prosperity traditions they like. Non-violence. Spending lives and resources in wars of aggression will greatly yeah, you're... okay, you're gonna hate us. We're gonna hate you. Let's just go find your members and destroy them. So, where are the supporters of the Peaceful Progress Bond? Petersburg, San Pietego, Fort Pete, Pitami, and San Pete Cisco. Okay, so Petersburg was first on the list. Alright, Petersburg, where is your man? Already a slave? Already a slave! Perfect. Didn't even have to spend the trouble. Alright, who else is on here? So, Petersburg guy's already a slave. San Pietego. Desert World, where are you at? Is that the guy? Nope. You son of a bitch, you piece of... I just enslaved you. Welcome to slavery. You're sorted. Peaceful progress board. Okay. Where's your next victim? That looks like they're living in Fort Pete. Well, okay. Let's go to Fort Pete, find that man, and clap him in irons. Oh, he's on an energy tile, too. Delightful. Go be a slave, I guess, then. There you go. Indentured servitude. It's the wave of the future. I'm told the millennial kids love it. It's generational. They'd be like, you know, I didn't think I would really appreciate being basically worked to death for a small pittance. Just enough to keep me barely alive, with no hope of ever escaping my indentured servitude. I'm working for a company store, and you know, I thought I'd hate it, but it turns out it's kind of rewarding. San Pete, Cisco, and Pete Tommy must be... San Pete, Cisco, and Pitami got to be in a district. I believe both of those planets are here. Nope. Gosh. San Pete, Cisco, nope. Oh, they got to be in one of our named districts, so they're probably over here. Yillin? Oh, that's Petattle. San Pete, are you down here? Nope. We didn't even rename. Oh, man, we're getting behind on the whole planet naming thing. I'm falling off of my horse. You were a conquered planet, so you probably have undesirables on you. We don't rename planets that have undesirables. That's the thing. You're actually... Yeah, you still have undesirables, who, by the way, are going to be dead when? 6 more years? Son of a bitch. You guys got some work to do. All right, well, I'll leave you to it. So, over here? Is this where you guys are hanging out now? There it is. There's Pitami. Okay. So, you have the planetary governor, who's, all right, well, congratulations on being no longer a slave. Welcome to slavery. And what was the other one? Pete. It's got to be this place, right? Yeah, no. Where was your last member? San Pete Cisco. Where is San Pete? San Pete Cisco is one of our regular planets, isn't it? No. Yeah, it's San. I keep confusing San Pete Cisco and San Pitego. So it's almost got to be up here in District 12. We never looked. There it is, San Pete Cisco. See, we never even come up here and look at District 12. It's the bastard child of our empire. We ignore the shit out of it. And there are no slaves on this planet. So how come nobody has happiness? Who's you? It's got to be you then, right? Yeah. Faction happiness, unrest. Okay, so you're one of them folks. Well, all right. Slavery it is then. I mean, that's the only option. The question is, everybody here, there are no slaves on this. This is a planet without slaves. Huh. Son of a bitch. It's a novel. I'm stymied because it's such a novel thing. A planet without slaves? How often does this occur in the Peterian Empire? The answer is almost never. I want to clap them in irons, but you know what? I can't. I'm sorry. You guys probably need that energy. Speaking of which, let's check our districts very quickly and make sure. District 9 is still losing a buttload of energy every month. I thought we propped you up in an energy department, District 9. Didn't we just come down here and build you a bunch of energy producing structures? I mean, I can continually fund you, I suppose. I don't like doing this, but I guess I have to. Take an energy infusion. 206. That's going to keep you going for like next 70 months or something. That's plenty.
Ships upgraded.
That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so our overall combat effectiveness went up. Not hugely, but also not insignificantly. These ships also cannot be upgraded. So merge these two fleets. Get together. And as soon as, let's let that merger happen. That's going to put us at about 7,000 overall combat strength. That's a pretty respectable fleet. And I think it's time we head over and start a ruckus.
System survey complete.
It's time. The ruckus must be started. Let's get this ruckus started. We do have an idle construction ship. District 9 really only needs, they really only need energy though. I really wish we could do stuff to the planet. I would love... Okay, so all you guys are really doing is making food. You have power plants available if we just take people out of slavery. There you go. Okay, so this power problem is actually a soluble problem. This planet has the capacity to produce a lot of power, and we can kick these guys to wherever the hell we want. We can send them wherever we need to send them. The power exists on the planet. It's just all of these people are doing nothing but making food because we didn't put them into forced labor. We're recycling them into chunk bars to feed to the people back in steerage. So that should have helped. Let's give that a second to tick. That should have helped considerably. Yeah, they're down to -2 a turn. So that's, you know, it's a fixable problem with some proper human resources management. And since we know how that problem then is going to get solved, I'm actually relatively comfortable making these guys get some more minerals. So let's have you come over here. And, well, don't necessarily just stop. Just come out here and find the biggest one of these and build one mining station. There you go. Problem solved. And that's where I'm going to wrap this episode up. It's actually really long. Holy shit, it's really long. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see not a distraction, take the fight to our shit biscuit brothers down here in the glorious Zaplo Imperium, might consider subscribing as well, because we're going to get them. We're going to make them not slaves, but, you know, a vassal. We're going to make them a subservient species. That's our goal. We can't immediately begin processing them, but that doesn't mean we can't put our boots on their neck. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.